What's up, farmers? Welcome back to another Heyday video where today we will be discussing the 7, well, I don't know if they're necessarily the biggest mistakes, but I'm still gonna call them the 7 biggest mistakes that you can make in Heyday, especially at the early level for this video. So, yeah, for this video, I think I'm going to go to an early level farm. Let's go to my L16 or something, I don't really care. And, like I said, in this video, we are discussing the 7 worst mistakes that you can make in Heyday, and they're definitely very common mistakes to make. So it's very possible that you make them yourself as well. So I've got a script here to read off of. I don't know how much of it I'll be actually needing. I might just improvise a lot of stuff, but I'm just using it as a sort of a guideline. So if you see me looking quite weird, then that's why. Yeah, the 7 biggest mistakes. So yeah, let's start right off the bat with mistake 1. The first mistake that a lot of people make is spending diamonds on speeding up crops. Especially people that's just started out often do this mistake, and I can tell you it's very not worth it. It's a huge waste of diamonds. Even something as simple as wheat. People also spend diamonds on to speed up. Do not do that. It's a huge waste of diamonds. A way better use for diamonds is expanding machine slots, um, or just expanding roadside shops slots or anything like that. But don't spend it on speeding up crops. It's a huge waste of diamonds, especially since diamonds aren't common. You're just wasting them, and it's really not a good idea to spend diamonds on speeding up crops. If you do need crops urgently or something, I would recommend looking in the Daily Dirt or the newspaper, as it's called, or just ask a friend or a neighbor, someone in your neighborhood, or anything like that to give you some of that crop. But do not spend diamonds on speeding up crops. It is a huge waste, especially since you only get 2 of the crop in return every time. If I were to speed up the whole field with just wheat, I would lose 27 diamonds at a time, and that's a very big waste. It's painful just thinking about it. So do not make that mistake. It's very not a good idea. Let's move on to mistake number 2. So mistake number 2 is actually spending diamonds. It's actually in the same vein as the first mistake. Spending diamonds to trash items in the roadside shop. So for those that don't know, I mean, a lot of you are probably missed it. If you push something in the roadside shop, for example 10 wheat, and we go to that wheat, there's this option at the bottom to trash for diamonds. Again, do not waste this diamond on trashing the item. First off, it's a waste. Secondly, you do not get the items back that you posted. The trash can is supposed to be a hint at that. If you trash the item, it will not go back into your barn. If you accidentally posted something, it's recommended that you just ask a neighborhood, someone in your neighborhood, or a friend, or have a baby farm that can help out and buy the item instead. But do not spend diamonds on the trash can, otherwise the item will be gone forever and you don't benefit at all from that. And if stuff in your roaster shop isn't selling, it's much more worth it to wait for Greg or Tom to come buy it from your shop. There's a certain time after which Greg and Tom buy stuff from your shop. So just wait until they buy it if you have trouble with your shop. But do not spend diamonds on trashing the item. It's an even better investment to spend diamonds on increasing roadside shop slots. than on that something like that. So please do not spend your diamonds on trashing items in the roadside shop. Okay, let's move on to mistake number 3, and this is a big one. This is a big one that a lot of you are probably gonna relate to and probably have regrets with. So on to mistake number 3. The third mistake that a lot of people make, including myself in the beginning, is not having rushing levels. And that means you don't have enough coins to buy machines. And I forgot to add a point, but it also means that you don't have a lot of storage yet. Because you rushed so much XP, you didn't focus on your coins, and you also didn't focus on your storage for your silo and bar. This is a massive mistake. It's one that I don't recommend anyone making. But it's not as bad as spending diamonds on the stuff that we just talked about. Seriously, always make sure you have enough coins and focus on storage before leveling up. It's something that I can't emphasize enough. If you don't have enough coins and you get a machine, you can't buy it. And the thing with that is, machines get expensive quickly, and the more you level up, the more machines you unlock, which also means that you need more money. And if that stacks too much, you're gonna be in panic mode. Trust me, I rushed a lot of levels in the beginning of the game, and I really did not help. Like I was super, super panic and stress mode. Like I really regretted doing that. And then there's storage. If you don't upgrade your storage before leveling up, you are gonna have a bad time. It's not as important as coins, at least not in the beginning. But definitely make sure you upgrade your barn and silo as much as possible when before leveling up. Like even just one upgrade level, that's more sufficient. That's more than sufficient. But definitely make sure you focus on upgrades and coins before leveling up. I cannot stress this enough, especially later on when machines come one really shortly after another. If you make this mistake in the beginning, that's a good learning opportunity for later in the game, because trust me, at later points in the game you are going to regret making you are absolutely going to regret leveling up too quickly and unlocking so many machines at once, because yeah, especially at level 60 to 80 or 81 I should say, that vein of levels is absolute death if you level up too quickly. Well, that's a bit exaggerating, but seriously, you are going to be in so much trouble if you level up too quickly at those levels. So please make sure you have enough coins by just making items, selling items, participate in double coin visitors, do whatever you can to earn coins, but do not level up too quickly. Another thing about having one good thing is that later on in the game, machines do go further apart, so you don't have to speed up as much with coins, but definitely. But that's actually past level 100. Past level 100, the value for coins goes down. Actually, that kind of already starts at level 88, I think, because it takes a while for you to unlock another machine after that. But yeah, definitely something that I can't emphasize enough. But also, but that also means not having the machines is that you can't do certain derby tasks, you can't do farm pass tasks, you can't do task event tasks. Well, maybe if you don't focus on task events, you're probably not gonna care about that. But if you do, you definitely need the machines, because if you can't produce a product and if you get a task for it, then you can't do that task. So It's definitely important to build those machines on time and have enough coins. In fact, I even go as far as recommending to have double the amount of coins the next machine costs. That was my tactic eventually. After I struggled with coins, when a machine costed uh, like 80,000, I believe, is the coffee machine or something. I would go for 160,000 and so on, so that I also have a lot of coins left over and don't need to save up as much for the next one. Um, and that can also save a lot of hassle. And yeah, definitely focus on upgrading Sarn and Bilo as well. Your barn and silo as well. See, I have a script in front of me and I still don't. Well, I don't even have this typed out on my script. This is actually improvising. But still, yeah, definitely upgrade your barn silo by wheating a lot. And if you do all that, this is not another mistake that you'll easily make. But it is a mistake that many people do easily make because they figure this out too late. So it's better if you are gonna make this mistake. It's better to make it in the beginning than in the end, I would say. Now, let's move on to the next to the next point. This was a long one, by the way. So, big mistake 4 is ignoring silo upgrades. It is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. I don't think it's as big of a mistake as not having enough coins for machines, but ignoring the silo for upgrades is an absolute is a horrible mistake. Because the thing is, as you go high level, you unlock a bunch of crops, and not only that, the base 5 crops, so wheat, corn, carrots, sugarcane, and soybeans, all 5 of those are used a lot throughout the game, and you will need to keep a good storage of each of them. Well, I don't think corn and sugarcane and wheat are that as significant. Although sugarcane, right now it's easier to find, but usually it isn't. So sugarcane is definitely good to have a good stack of. You're gonna use these crops a lot, and then a big silo is definitely a must-have. And you also like a lot of other crops that are gonna be used a lot, such as rice, onions, lettuce, tomatoes, potatoes, tea leaves, um, um, yeah, a bunch of other stuff, chili peppers, like all that stuff is used a ton in products. So if you have a big product, a big silo, and can hold as much of these, many of these products, as many of these crops as you can, that is definitely something that you will want to have. Especially if you're gonna use Rose and Ernest eventually, they use up a lot of corn, carrots, sugarcane, wheat, and corn. They're definitely gonna. For them, you will definitely want to have a good stack of crops as well. So, not too much more I can say about this. The tip to upgrade the silo for me it will be just trade or wheat or buy in the roadside shops. But yeah, not much more that I have to add on here, I think. The next point is another big one and honestly a bit biased. So for this next mistake, I decided to go to my main because we are going to discuss the town area. The town area is important. It is very very important. Ignoring it is a huge mistake. It is an absolute worthy long-term investment. Like if you can invest in town early on, do it because you're gonna be thanking me when you reach like late game and stuff. Because the town gives you many expensive materials, uh, and eventually, if you can upgrade your town a lot, you will be able to earn up to hundreds of items per week just from town. So definitely better focus on town. Every visitor you will fully serve will give you an item. But do note that it does take a while to upgrade, but it is definitely worth it, even if it may not seem like in the beginning. If you ignore it, you're missing out on tons and tons of materials. So definitely also invest in town. Like I said, it's a bit biased because I love town, but even if you don't like town, do it. It's absolutely worth it. Obviously, you will also need town for the derby. Uh, that's also something that it's worth investing in for. So definitely puts at least some focus on town so that you can have a nice a nice town where you focus on derby. Okay, next point. The next point is not far away because we are going to discuss the shop. And for the sixth point, I am going to be saying uh, the sixth point is buying not up to value offers. So that means uh, offers that are actually not worth it, even though they may seem like it. So yeah, I think you can already see something here. If you play Hay Day regularly, you will know um, this one. This offer right here is not worth it at all. And that is because it costs $5.99 and you get 60 diamonds. So you look at 250 scarves, but ignore the scarves for a bit. Ignore the scarves. We're gonna focus purely on the diamonds. Now let's go over here. What do you see? Right. $5.99 gives you 130 diamonds normally, and this gives you 60. So for that same amount of price, you are getting 70 less diamonds from this offer. That is the way that you want to think of these offers. You do not want to let yourself get fooled. Like, do not fool yourself with these offers. Always double check or ask if something is worth it. People are always gonna argue whether it's good or not, but when people say it's not worth it, it is actually not worth it. So yeah, like it, always double check if an offer is worth it. Do not let yourself be fooled, even if especially if an offer seems too good to be true. Uh, so always double check your offers you get and never buy them just because it is discounted. It's not a grocery store. Let's just say that. Next tip. So the seventh and last mistake people often make is wheating or collecting pets with a full barn. Uh, right now I don't have a full barn here, but if you collect items, if you wheat or collect your pets with a full barn, you will not get any items, and you are missing out on them. So um, always make sure that you have barn space before well, also before wheating, but especially before collecting pets, because while wheating, if you have a full barn there accidentally for a few times, it's not that big of a deal because it's just 2 minutes at a time. However, most pets, apart from the donkeys, they sleep for 6 hours, and if you can only collect every 6 hours and you collect ones in the full barn, you can imagine how much pain that would give because you miss out of a lot of materials, uh, and you just wasted 6 hours. So always check if your bar check your yeah, always check barn if you have space before collecting pets, and also before collecting wheating. If also before wheating, so that you don't miss out on any materials, and you can always be sure that you have enough room and you can bunch of sweet materials. So yeah, that's basically it. That's it for the seven biggest mistakes that you can make in Hay Day. I This is definitely a bit unusual for me to make a regular video like this but I had this idea in my head for quite a while. So I hope you enjoyed it. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. What is that? Oh, my disco ball that's hanging in my room. I didn't even know you could see that on the camera. Hello. Um, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you yourself have some extra mistakes that people often make and you would like to lecture people on, definitely comment in the comments. Obviously, comment in the comments. You're not gonna comment in the description because you can't. Uh, um, and if you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to reach 500 subscribers one day. Maybe even also 4,000 watch hours or 3,000 watch hours, so we can yeah, get into the YouTube partnership thing, whatever it is. That's definitely a goal of mine. Not for the money, but just as a goal normally. But anyway, that goal is definitely very far away. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. You can join my Discord, link is in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is no, not the Raft the Beekeeper, that's a different channel. This is Raft the Farmer signing off. Peace out, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.